I'ma show 'em how it's done. I can do what I wanna. Your last was do, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hits on my old time. Slugger, wire after wire, we ain't never got ourselves made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Joe Mixon, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's a give to Mixon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. And then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On play action, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Oh, a costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 16, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football. Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Watson on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either. Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly. And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Open man to tight end Henry. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole. And he's going to get this inside the 30. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you. Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going. A lot of football left to be played. From the red zone now, Watson flush to his right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to... And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Joe Mixon. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Third and 2, and here's Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Murray off play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Murray now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A handoff to Mixon. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they run with Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. On 3rd down, Mixon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, that's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Murray going to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A gain of 3, second down. Here's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Pats are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Where's 52? Block 52 going down, coming. Here we go, D. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, get out of the way.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing again on second, and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Bobby Okereke gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drive. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Watson. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year.
And the Steelers extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now a first down throw, Watson. Dumps it off to Mixon. And shutting a man at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards the gain there, second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now it's Watson. Finds a seam inside the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Again, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. But this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew. And maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away. But down late in the fourth quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Murray now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. second down and goal. Murray. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Flush to his right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The drive starts with a completion left side. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Back to throw it, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 36, Murray sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So now the Pats offense comes on, and they'll try for the 2-point conversion. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to